Let's go back to the place and time when you were 31. What was the reason you decided to take on a life, love, and mindset coach?
I was just in a really bad place overall. I'd been through a pretty toxic relationship, doing those, series that you're a part of all the time. And we're talking about different traumas and things like that. And I was like, it kind of piqued my interest. And then we did the one-on-one.
The Life and Love Transformation Session, which is the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so we discovered a lot there. And I just kind of wanted to figure out how to set myself on the right path.
Did you really understand the tie between unhealed childhood trauma and that could be showing up in your selection of a partner at that time?
Yeah. So it was more so like those childhood traumas and those coming out in my relationships. And I wanted to do something different.
Yeah. Awesome. So what are some of the lessons that you learned that you still stick with today?
There were quite a few. Meditation was a big one. And the 7s that you taught me.
The 7 Ds for success.
Yeah. Just visualizing like what I wanted more so in life and in a relationship and everything, and deciding what I wanted and not necessarily like someone to take care of me, but somebody that was like a partner for me. And then the positivity and staying positive and correcting the negatives with the positives.
For my clients, healing normalized trauma response or emotional triggers. And this is part of working with the biology of the brain, the body, the nervous system to help calm trauma and trauma response. And we did vitamin therapy for you too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you find that combination worked for you in calming some of the anxiety pretty quickly?
Yeah.
We look at everything, mind, body, spirit, holistically to make you feel better. And then when you're feeling better, part one of the education is working on healing those traumas, really dissecting them, rewriting the story. And then what Jamie mentioned was one of her techniques she loves, which is correcting the negative thoughts. We grow up, we hear a lot of verbal messaging. Many of us did not hear a lot of compliments or the words, I love you. And I think Jamie and I are one of them. And when you might have that combined with trauma 7, which is personal trauma, but those two messages of not feeling good enough combined are always then talk in your head. This is what we call the unconscious kind of ruling your life. And that lack messages can stay with you too. So if you're looking to grow a business, they can get in your way. It's super important that we do the mindset work and we take those negative messages. And part of that mindset is, I always say, what can I do? And do you find that it's very automatic for you now, the whole system?
Yeah, very much so. And even if like I get away from something, I'll come back to it later.
Usually when you use this mindset, it's very rare that a negative thought comes up once you get the system. Is that true for you?
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. When it comes to love, share with us a bit about your journey and then how you met your fabulous guy, Chris. And then how did you know he was the one?
Chris and I actually met 5 years ago. I think we were Facebook or Instagram friends or something from there, and kind of both went our own ways. And I was kind of during COVID, and when I had some time to kind of slow down, I couldn't coach at all. I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't do a lot of things. And so I had to like stop and be like, what can I do right now?
Right.
Going for a lot of walks and spending a lot of time meditating and just being with myself for that point in time. And I started my own coaching business because I was helping people all along. I mean, I had a whole clientele from the gym, and it's just my personality to always want to help people. So, I mean, regardless that they weren't able to go to the gym, I was giving them solutions, and we were working on nutrition and doing a whole bunch of stuff outside of it. Since so many people were looking at COVID as so negatively, that I spun it and was like, no, like COVID has actually like helped me out quite a bit. Like I've changed a lot of things in my life. I've set certain boundaries. I've kind of done a lot of things that have helped me and will help me in the future.
Perfect. I mean, right there, I just want to say you took something bad. You found the good out of the bad.
Yeah.
Which is one of our lessons. What can she do? You were always a hustler, Jamie. And we looked at boundaries and schedule and your dreams. And you always wanted to do this personal coaching.
Yeah.
and grow
Yeah.
beyond the gym. You went ahead and said, well, now I can
Yeah.
do the coaching online. I can make this happen. And you become proactive versus reactive.
So I made that post on Facebook, and Chris actually responded to it. And I had actually thought he was in a relationship and he thought I was in a relationship. We just kind of started talking back and forth. Love to grab a drink and catch up or something if you want to. I was just having fun right now. Like, we'll see what happens. And we went out and we had a good time, but I didn't overcompensate with anything of it.
The whole friendship gives you time to really get to know each other, trust each other's friends, hang out, have fun, laugh together. So your process was absolutely perfect.
Yeah. And then we went on a second date, and that date lasted 8 hours. Conversation and everything was just very easy. And he's like the male version of me, and I'm like
Good.
the version of him in a way. The main like core things that I was looking for. And we went through that list of, compatibilities and like what actual were like my non-negotiables. And basically, well, it's funny you say the law of attraction too, because Chris is actually very into the law of attraction. And
oh, that's awesome.
We were talking about that. So that was one of the things we connected on. But like for me, it was obviously working out is a huge deal to me. It's very important for me to live a healthy life and be active and out and everything. So that was important. Loving dogs was important. I've been with people in the past that they said they liked dogs and they didn't like dogs. So
okay.
That was a big thing. Actually, like wanting to get married, have a family, and then the whole like being financially stable, but also like emotionally available.
Yes.
Those were all like major factors to me.
And you've been through the toxic guy where he was not up to your financial standards. He was not your financial match, period.
No.
And some women, when they still have these traumas, they settle for less, or they date down just to have a boyfriend.
We were very open, and regardless that sometimes it might have been things that like either one of us didn't necessarily want to hear, because we were that open, like we established a different level of trust that like I don't think I've ever had before. And
you mentioned he's spiritual, high in character qualities. They don't want to lie. They would never cheat. It's all what's good for the team approach, what's for the best of us. And if there's a disagreement, it's like, it's okay, babe, we disagree on that one. That's fine. Because there's that respect.
Yeah, that was a really good thing too. And I think the respect factor was in there. And that goes twofold. We've said it multiple times of I can't do that, or I can't treat you that way because you're not gonna respond well to that. What we always aim for is called an emotionally healthy, conscious, evolved relationships. So all these couples who came together early on in my career and they were learning these skills are still happily married. But it's so good for you to explain the differences, what you had before, and the wonderful things, the traits and the qualities that Chris has. Yeah. So how did you know the love was there? Did he say it first or did you? He said it first. Yeah. Yeah. It was very easy overall. Oh, we're engaged. Yay. Yeah, I saw that on my Facebook. Actually, I was at a speech competition and I'm going through my phone. I'm like, yay. And the girl next to me is like, oh my God, one of my grads is engaged. She's so adorable. I'm so happy for her. Because I'm like, here's this amazing woman, successful, smart, hardworking, go-getter, just the perfect package. And I just love my people to have someone like that back. Yeah. So hopefully one day I'll meet your sweetheart. And we're probably going to build a house and having kids and everything. So what advice, in wrapping this up, would you like to leave with our listeners? I guess the biggest thing for me was sometimes you just kind of have to take a step back from things. You might feel like, okay, well, I have nothing to do. And like my entire life's been turned upside down. Like that actually allowed me to see things a lot more clearly and what I wanted and kind of refocus my goals and everything on where I wanted to be. Surrendering to outcomes throughout Chris and I never really allowed myself to be like, oh yeah, like we're getting married and this, and like he checks all these boxes or anything. Like I just kept surrendering to it and was like, okay, whatever happens, happens. Enjoy just hanging out. Yeah. And I was just I just had fun with it for a while. I didn't really like lean on every little word he said or anything like that. I just kind of let things go. Just that, when the open communication, regardless of some things you do or do not want to hear or whatnot, that was huge, just because, I mean, we've talked about it several times. If me and him didn't tell each other certain things in the beginning of our relationship, we don't know if we would be together right now.
Right.
Because
Right.
like we established that trust and everything. So just having that, and then the visualization and everything with the meditation and the morning routine and everything kind of really helped me as well. And I go back to that quite a bit.
It's not like you have to recall in your head when you're done with training. This is the automatic mindset that you have.
Yeah.
It just becomes so easy. It's just part of who you are. And when you look back at the person you were prior to coaching,
yeah,
it's like that's so much growth, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think of you almost like one of my daughters, right? You know, I get so close to my clients and I want to see you succeed. Thank you for coming on and sharing your story of motivation and inspiration and how it worked out for you. So our other singles of all ages know, yes, love is out there. Yes, nice people are out there, men and women. For my LGBTQ crowd, same for you. There's great partners out there for you. So the thing is, don't settle and get the mindset that you need to learn so that you're strong, you know exactly what you want, you're confident, and you have more joy and fun about life. You take it easier. And when hardship or challenges come, which it will, whether it's our fault or a COVID-like thing, which is not our fault, we still know how to work with that and take the good from the bad and keep on growing.
Yeah.
So you are a fabulous example of this. And I wish you a lot of love and luck. And like I said, I hope to meet your man one day. Send me a wedding invitation, sweetie. I'll try and get up there. God bless. And for everyone else, you know, now is the time to create the life you desire and to have the love you deserve.
Do you have the mindset for success? Or are you feeling frustrated in life or your career? Or stressed you can't find love or happiness? Hi, I'm Coach Riana Milne, and I can help you turn your pain into your purpose and passion by using my Mindset for Success system. Learn the Motivational Mindset for Success coaching system that has helped thousands of my clients over 40 years, and it can help you too. It's time to create the life you desire and to have the love you deserve.